We have won almost every major web design award that web design studio can win. And today I want to talk with you about each of them. I will explain how projects are judged, how much it costs, and what you really get from it. And in the end, we will make a ranking. It's probably the most complete guide to design awards that you can find on YouTube. Now, quick disclaimer. We respect every award from this list. We would not apply to them if we didn't. Each award is different. Different audience, different format, different goals. And one more thing. Everything that I will say is very subjective. It's based on our personal experience and experience of our good friends and colleagues. We will talk about Webby, Red Dot, European Design Awards, Communication Arts, FWA, CSS Design Awards and Awwwards. And to make it more interesting, I propose you to introduce some ranking system. Each award will be evaluated by 8 parameters. First, the judging system. How professional it is, how transparent, how clear. Second, cost. Lower is better, higher is worse. Third, prestige. How people see this award, where it stands in the industry. Fourth, exposure. How many views you get, how many feedback your work receives. Fifth, submission process. How complex it is, how much time it takes. 6. Client potential. Does this award actually bring any client? 7th, the trophy. Yes, this matters because we are designers and we love to work with something truly beautiful. And 8, event, networking and community. Does the award create something bigger around it? Events, workshops, festivals, red carpets, networking, or maybe strong community. Each parameter has maximum score of 5 and the minimum is 0. So highest possible score for one award is 40. Alright, let's begin. Let's start with FWA. FWA is basically a parent of all of the day awards. They were first to introduce this format, and inside design and dev community is highly respected, especially by the people who have been in the industry more than 15 years. The idea is simple. Every day one project wins FWA of the day. Every month FWA of the month. Every year FWA of the year. Now let's talk about judging system. After you submit your project, it gets approved quite fast and becomes public on the FWA website. Then the jury starts voting and you can see your score live. The jury uses 100 points system and the final score is average of all judges. To win FOTD, you need at least 70 points. And at least 20 judges must vote for your project. Every day at midnight GMT, the project with the highest score, minimum 70 and at least 20 votes, becomes a new FOTD. So I will give 4 out of 5 for judging system. Cost is around £70, which is a bit more expensive than similar daily awards, so I will give 4 out of 5. Prestige. In the past, developers used to say if you win FWA, you can ask for raise. That says a lot. Inside community, it has strong value. But outside the industry, most of clients, they don't really know it. So prestige is 3 out of 5. Exposure. From our experience, after getting FWA, you will receive a few hundreds of views, which is not the biggest number. It's not bad, but not massive. So 2 out of 5. Submission process. You need to prepare a case page, a thumbnail, 1 to 3 extra images or videos, and you can add more if you want. And you need to fill it all in the form fields. It's not complicated, but you need to prepare your visuals in advance. So I think it's 4. Client potential. Yes, this exists, but because of limited number of views, I think it's gonna be 2 out of 5. Trophy. The FWA PDF certificate looks quite good. You also get a unique digital star, linked by QR code. That's a nice detail, but I think it's just a 3 out of 5. Events and networking. As I said, FWA is a history. They has loyal community of experienced designers and developers. But there is no live events, no networking, and very weak community. So I think it's 2 out of 5. Now let's talk about awards. It is actually one of the most popular daily awards in the world. Every day they select Site of the Day, every month Site of the Month, every year Site of the Year. They also have annual awards for studio, agency, independent, e-commerce and developer of the year. Now, judging system. After you submit your project, it can take from a few days to a few weeks to be approved. Once approved, it gets a status of nominee and appears on the website. A few days later, it becomes available to the jury for voting. At the same time, users can also vote. Important note: user votes don't have strong influence. All user votes are averaged. Then average counts as one single jury vote. In total, there are 80 jury votes plus 1 user vote, but from the 18 jury votes, 3 are removed. The highest, the lowest, and 1 random score. So in the end, 15 jury votes plus 1 user vote are averaged. That final average is your final score. Then projects are evaluated by 4 parameters with different weights. UI 0.4, UX 0.3, creativity 0.2, and content 0.1. If a project scores above 6 and 5, it receives honorable mention. This is not the main award, more like recognition. The main goal is, of course, Site of the Day. The lower edge to win Site of the Day is actually around 7 and 1, but in practice it can be higher. And there is something important. You will only see your score if you win an award. If your project doesn't win Site of the Day, you will not see the score. And another important clarification. Many people think they compete only with projects submitted the same day. That is not exactly true. If 5 strong websites are submitted in one day, they will most likely become Site of the Day on different dates. The system is complex but well structured, so I think it's definitely 4 out of 5. Cost is 65 euros, so it's relatively affordable, and I can rate it like, let's say, 4 out of 5. Prestige. Many of designers dream about winning just one Site of the Day, and it really is a big achievement. Inside the design community, it has a strong value. For clients, slightly less, but still meaningful. So that's definitely 4 out of 5. Exposure. Here, award performs very well. If your project wins Site of the Day, you can get up to 5,000 visits. It's strong visibility, so 5. Submission process is not very complicated, but after the platform update a few years ago, you can now add more details to your case. Extra videos, colors, thumbnails. So preparation takes a bit more time, so it is 4 out of 5. Client potential here is quite high. Many art directors and designers follow awards, also marketing directors and smaller companies. Not every win brings new client, but leads from awards are not rare. I would rate it 3.5. Trophy. For Site of the Day, you receive a PDF certificate. You can print it and put it on your wall. It's minimal and looks nice. I would give it 3 out of 5, but if you win annual awards, you receive a physical trophy. And that one is strong 4. So overall for trophy is gonna be 3.5. Events and networking. In the past, awards held annual award ceremonies during conferences. Now conferences are separate. The award ceremony happens online on a dedicated platform with high traffic. But Awwwards has a real and active community, probably the strongest among all the competitors today. So you can attend conferences, meet people and make connections. That's a huge advantage. So I think it's 4 out of 5. By the way, we prepared a free PDF to support this video. Inside we collect all the key information about these awards, plus a checklist for an award-winning project and a simple classifier that helps you choose the right awards based on your budget. It will also help you understand whether a specific project is even worth submitting. You can find the link in the description. CSSDA is another platform that gives a daily awards: website of the day, website of the month, website of the year, plus designer of the year in 3 categories: agency, studio and solo. In general, the system is similar to FWA and Awwwards. So, judging system. You submit your project. If everything is correct, it is approved the next working day. And voting starts immediately. For around 90 to 120 hours, the jury evaluates your project. And here you can see scores live. You can watch how your project moves in real time. Projects are evaluated by 3 equal parameters: UI, UX and innovation. And all 3 have the same weight. After voting ends, 3 things can happen. First, your project may receive nothing. The second one, if the score is above 6, it receives special kudos, a kind of recognition. If the score is above 8, it enters the queue for website of the day. And in the following weeks you will receive your award. If it's among the top 9 project of the month, it gets nominated for website of the month. If it wins site of the month, it gets nominated for website of the year. There are also 3 micro awards: UI, UX and innovation. These are based on public votes. 20 clicks and you get it. If you win multiple website of the days in 1 year, you increase your chances to be nominated to Studio of the Year, Agency of the Year or Solo of the Year. We became Studio of the Year 4 times. So judging system is 4 out of 5. The cost is only $50, so it is the most affordable award, and that's definitely 5 out of the 5. Prestige. I would say it's respected awards and judges are professional and really high-level developers and designers. So I think it's 3 out of 5. Exposure. After winning, you usually get from 1,000 to 2,000 views. That's good enough, but I think it's 3 out of 5. The submission process is very simple. Just 2 steps form, just 1 thumbnail, and yeah, that's definitely 5. Client potential. It exists, but limited. Traffic is not very high, and there is no strong community around the platform. So it is only 2 out of 5. Trophy. If you win website of the day, you receive a PDF certificate. The same for website of the month, of the year, and for studio, agency and solo of the year. Only a PDF certificate. In past, CSS Design Awards had a physical trophy, but they stopped a few years ago. So for trophy, I have only 2 points. Events and networking. Unfortunately, there are no offline events and the platform is more anonymous and community is not very active. So here I give it 1 point out of 5. Next is Communication Arts. Communication Arts is an American design magazine. It has existed since 1959. Every year they publish annuals and their award for websites called Communication Arts Interactive Competition. This is yearly competition. Submission usually happen in autumn. Results are announced at the end of winter, and the annual book is published about the half a year later. So big advantage. Your work can be printed in a real book. Also here you can be in the same category with Fortune 500 companies' websites. In 2023 I was a jury member. Also it's worth to mention that I'm actually Awwwards jury and CSS Design Awards jury too. So I know the judging systems from inside. Judging system. There are two rounds. First round, the jury selects the shortlist. Second round, the winners are selected from the shortlist. I think it's 4 out of 5. The price depends on when you submit. It's usually between 100 to 125 USD, and it is priced for professionals, but there is some discount for students. So cost is 4 out of 5. Prestige. This award has history. The jury includes some of the most respected designers in the industry. Your work is published in a printed annual that makes it prestigious. Maybe this award is not the most popular, but definitely prestigious. So I will give it 4 out of 5. Exposure. For annual competitions, it's harder to measure attention, especially when part of visibility comes from printed books. Based on our experience, I will rate exposure lower, so it's only 2 points. Submission process is quite simple. You register and submit your project, and until you win, you don't need to prepare high-res files. So I think it's 4 out of 5. Client potential. Subjectively, I would rate it 2 out of 5. But if clients come from here, usually that's the big one. Trophy. If you win, you receive a physical metal trophy. It's solid, heavy, and good quality. And there are no extra fees for it. So I think it's 3.5 out of 5. Events and networking. Everything happens online, so there is no live event. But Communication Arts regularly publish interviews and case studies, which keeps attention around the platform. So I will give 1 out of 5. Next is European Design Awards, or EDA. This is one of the most respected awards in Europe for graphic design, typography, and also web design. It happens every year together with a festival and awards ceremony, each year in different European city. Submission is usually open from December to February, and in March and April the jury evaluates the work. In May or June, the award ceremony takes place, usually in very beautiful locations. Okay, judging system. After submission and jury evaluation, your project can receive nothing, no award, or became a finalist, meaning shortlisted for the festival. Win third, second, or the first place. There are also special prizes, such as Best of Show and Jury Prize, which means the best project of entire festival. It's analog of Grand Prix. The agency that collects the most awards in 1 year becomes Agency of the Year. The formula is a bit more complex, but there is the idea. And recently, European Design Awards introduced a long-term ranking system starting from 2020. So now there is a 5-year ranking for the most creative and awarded agencies. The scoring system is interesting. More competitive categories give you more points. And if you reach the top of the ranking, you will receive digital badges as well. So my 4 points for judging system. The price depends on how early you submit. Earlier is cheaper. It ranges from 135 to 170 euros. And for students, it's only 40 euros. So cost is 4 out of 5. Prestige. These awards has a real weight. I once asked my graphic design and web design colleagues for the most respected awards, and they mentioned European Design Awards. They value the organization and professional jury. So Prestige is 4.5 out of 5. Exposure. So if you win, your project is published on European Design Awards website and published on social media. Your name is announced during awards ceremony and you enter global agency ranking. Subjectively, I would give at least 3 out of 5. Submission process. You need to create an account, fill in project details and credits, prepare video materials, add the website link and upload several case images. This is what the jury evaluates. It is not difficult, but preparation can take from a few hours to a few days. So I will give it 3.5 out of 5. Client potential. Considering the offline networking and all festival activities, I will give it 3 out of 5. Trophy. Only first place winners and special prize winners receive physical trophies. Second and the third place receive certificates with the option to order a trophy. The higher the award, the larger and more impressive the trophy. It's a heavy metal block, minimal and elegant. I would give it 4 out of 5, and I would add a half of point because of possibility to receive this amazing trophy during beautiful awards ceremony. So it's 4.5 out of 5. Events and networking. With EDA, you can attend the full festival, exhibitions, workshops, award ceremony and after party. You meet designers and potential partners, so that's definitely 4 out of 5. Now we move to Webby. Webby is often called the Oscar of web design. The same award can go to Hollywood stars or to small local agency with amazing social project. We have experienced this award. We reached the top 4 in the category, but we haven't won the main prize. So I will speak about Webby based on our own experience and on conversations with winners. Submission open in autumn and run until winter. After that, the jury evaluates the project. Around April, nominees are announced. Then winners are selected. 1 or 2 months later, the offline award ceremony takes place in New York. Here, social projects or projects with deeper meanings often stand out. Judging system. So, after submission, your project is evaluated by an international jury. Each category, only 4 nominees are selected. So, being nominated already means you are in the top 4 projects in the world in your category. After nominees are announced, public voting opens for the People's Voice Award. Few weeks later, both the People's Voice winner and the main Webby winner are announced. So for judging system, I think it's 4 out of 5. The price depends on the deadline and on the category. Usually it's between 400 to 600 per submission. So cost, it's 3 out of 5. Prestige. This is truly one of the most prestigious awards in the world. It has a history, strong branding, a lot of marketing around it, and many stories and legends. So it's 5. Exposure. The nomination and public vote stage creates a boost of attention. Hundreds of people can vote, there is media coverage, winner announcements, and of course the ceremony. So I think it's 4 out of 5. Submission process. So the main difficulty here is to actually choose the right category. There are many, and it can be confusing, but support usually helps you pick the right one. The actual submission process is simple. Register, fill in the form, and add the link. That's all. So I think it's definitely 4 out of 5. Client's potential. Some good friends of mine heavily focused on the Webby. They submit many projects here. They invest serious budget. From their experience, it's possible to attract clients from this award. But you should not expect instant result from only one winning. So I will give 3.5 out of 5. Trophy. If you nominated, you receive a heavy printed certificate. Your project also appears in the official winners gallery. If you win Webby winner or People Voice winner, you receive the famous spring-shaped trophy. And honestly, it looks great. So I think that's definitely 5 out of 5. Events and networking. Webby hosted the ceremony in New York. Red carpet, formal event, the famous 5-word speech on stage. It is a strong networking opportunity, so I think that's definitely 4 out of 5. And the last award in this list, but definitely not the least in terms of importance, it is Red Dot. Red Dot is truly one of the famous international design awards in the world. It covers not only web, but also product design, branding, communication, and industrial design. Websites are submitted under brands and communication design. Red Dot focuses on the whole system: strategy, design logic, communication value. Not just visual impact and nice appearing. Submissions usually open at the beginning of the year, and results are announced in spring. And the award ceremony takes place in Berlin in autumn. Judging system. After submission, the project is evaluated by international professional jury. The jury includes designers, professors, art directors, and professionals from the different countries. There is no public voting, the decision is fully made by jury. There are several award levels. Red Dot winner, it's more like a short list, at least in my opinion. Red Dot best of the best. I think it's kind of first place, so the best project in one category. And sometimes it can be Grand Prix, so the best project of the whole festival. But winning or shortlisting is already difficult, but winning best of the best is much harder. So my 4 points for judging system. Red Dot is the most expensive award from our list, and there are 2 parts. First, it is submission fee, from 250 to 470 euros, depending on when you apply. The second part, if you win, you pay more. You pay additional fee depending on your package. Usually it's between 2,200 and to 3,890 euros. So in total, the full cost can reach 2,500 to 4,500 euros. This makes it difficult for small studios, freelancers, or newbies. And it's more realistic for established businesses. So I will give it actually only 2 points out of 5. Prestige. Here it gets interesting. Inside the design community, Red Dot Award is one of the most prestigious if we talk about brand design, for example. But when we talk about web design, it's definitely not so desired award. But at the same time, outside design bubble, for clients and general audience, it is probably top 1 popular and the most recognizable award. It is the same logo that people see in their electronic devices, car brochures, and furniture. So prestige is definitely 4 out of 5. Exposure. There is no public voting, no daily organic traffic like on daily platforms. Your project is published in the winner gallery and Red Dot Media channels. Your work is also shown during the winners exhibition in Berlin. But I think it's 3 out of 5. Submission process. The steps are clear here. Choose category, describe the project, upload materials. The main challenge is not technical here. It's how to explain the strategy and the real value of your project. Sometimes studios even produce separate case videos and spend thousands more to present the project properly, especially in branding categories. So I will give it 3 out of 5. Client potential. Red Dot works well for B2B, for big international clients or tenders. It is a word that managers, marketing directors and investors understand. You should not expect instant leads, but in long-term positioning it can be serious. So 3 out of 5. Trophy. If you win Red Dot winner, you receive a certificate and can purchase the trophy separately. If you win Best of the Best or Grand Prix, you receive the physical trophy. It's recognizable, metal and glass, very solid, so I think it's definitely 5. Events and networking. The ceremony usually takes place in the theater in Berlin, beautiful location. There are also additional events and exhibitions of winning projects. It's a good networking opportunity with other studios and brands, so I think it's 4 out of 5. So let's summarize. We have 7 awards, we have 7 positions in our final ranking. Maximum possible score is 40 points. So let's see the results. And 7th place goes to FWA with 24 points. Maybe unexpected, but limited community growth and lower visibility affected the final score. The 6th place goes to Communication Arts with 24.5. Very similar situation to FWA, strong history but less exposure and fewer additional opportunities. And 5th place is CSS Design Awards with 25 points. CSS Design Awards is the absolute leader in accessibility and simplicity of submission, but its weaker sides are similar to FWA and Communication Art. The 4th place goes to Red Dot with 28 points. The most expensive award in the list, and the cost significantly lowered the overall score. And the 3rd place goes to European Design Awards with 30.5. At this level, the difference is already in details. European Design Awards is a strong and respected award, but in our ranking it's only 3rd. And top 2. So, the 2nd place goes to incredible and powerful event Webby with 32.5 points. Only half a point behind the 1st place. Webby is a clear leader in the scale of the event and networking possibilities. And it's obvious, but the 1st place goes to Awwwards with 33 points. A strong mix of popularity, reasonable cost, client potential, active community and offline events. So, congratulations, awards. But it doesn't mean that one award is objectively better than another one. They are very different. Different format, different audience, different prizes and scale. Even looking at this ranking, I feel some internal disagreement, because emotions also play a role. But I hope this video gave you a clear understanding of how each award works. So, if you watched this video till the end, this topic clearly matters to you. And if you want to create projects that can compete for these awards, we have something for you. It is a 10-week program called Creative Web Design Practice. Inside we focus on the real process of an award-winning studio. You get structured lectures, real projects, feedback and live session. It is not about theory, it's about doing the work. Spots are limited. You can find the link in the description.